Radio how it's supposed to be heard. It's the Baka Boyz show.
What's going on? This is Drip.
Every day.
Well, it's the Baka, baby. It's the Baka Boyz everywhere. It's the Baka Boyz, and we got a special guest for you. His name is Anthony Citric. We just made that up right in front of you, homeboy.
Yeah, doggy.
What's up, man?
That's talent, man.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How you guys doing?
Thank you for getting up early, bro.
Man, no problem. I haven't slept, man, but yeah.
Bro, we went from 2 fat Mexicans to 3. That
quick. Overnight.
Hey, man. So, you know Bill Cosby's in jail, right?
Yeah, man, it's a shame.
It is a shame, but I wanted to throw that in there. Like, you know, I've been trying to lose weight. Evidently, he's lost a lot of weight in prison. You know?
So you got to go to prison now.
I guess
prison diet.
Yeah, his prison diet came through. He said he ain't eating no bread anymore. He ain't eating drinking coffee anymore.
No more Jello.
No more Jello. None of that stuff.
No more of that pudding.
No pudding.
You know that's the real weight loss right there. You know, no more pudding.
Yeah, no more pudding for sure, bro. So what's going on with you, man? What's happening?
Started up a new podcast recently, you know, called Citric's podcast. So we've been working on that with my producer, my boy Albert right here.
Hey, what's up, Albert?
Red Rabbit.
Hey,
Red Rabbit.
Welcome to the show. Hey, I want to let you go. This is a clean show. I did go onto your Instagram and I did see Doggy, Dr. Doggy.
Yeah, Dr. Doggy.
So if you could do a little Dr. Doggy without the curse words, that'd be awesome as well. But yeah. So you had the podcast popping off.
Yeah.
You've been in several television shows.
Yes.
You've been in the industry, in the Hollywood industry, so to speak, for a little while, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about your humble beginnings, please.
Well, originally started doing music. That's how I got into the entertainment business. You know, we're doing hip hop back in the days.
Browntown Looters,
yeah. And then it evolved into Pueblo Cafe, and then we got picked up. I did a movie with Mike Judge back in 2004 called Idiocracy.
How was that?
It was dope, man, because, you know, I was a big fan of Mike Judge, you know, of course, Beavis and Butthead, and, you know, and King of the Hill and stuff. So I got picked up for that, and I had never did an audition in my life. That was my first audition, and I landed the role of the Secretary of Defense. Yeah, I was scared, man.
The first role you land is the Secretary of Defense.
Yes, on the movie Idiocracy, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was a trip, man. And, you know, and it's like I almost didn't do it because I really got cold feet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the last minute, it was just like.
Who talked you into it?
One of my boys, and then my management at the time, you know, they kept telling me, "No, you gotta go, man," because we were getting ready to release an all Spanish album called Busca Oro by Pueblo Cafe. That was the name of the group, right? So we were signed to this Mexican label that was about to release it. We were doing this whole tour package thing going, like this whole promo thing we had going on, and the label said, "No, you gotta go and do this movie. This could be a whole nother avenue for you, and you know, a big opportunity." And I said, "Cool." So they convinced me, and I did it. My boy too, rest in peace, Brown Wedo, he kept telling me, "Nah, you gotta go. That's my Judge, bro. You gotta go."
Yeah, it's my Judge, bro.
You know? Mexicans don't get these opportunities.
Yeah,
often,
exactly.
bro.
You know, that's one of the things he said. He goes, "Hey, bro, come on, man. How many times does a Mexican cat like you or from the hood get an opportunity like this, bro? You gotta take it." And long story short, yeah, I took it. We did it, and that launched my acting career. And as far as also in music, because musically we weren't really doing much. You know, we you know, music it just wasn't paying the bills. It wasn't doing much, but it created an opportunity where Mike Judge heard a lot of our stuff, and he goes, "You know what? I like some of that stuff. Let me put some of that in the movies." So we started licensing a lot of stuff after that.
So who would imagine that Mike Judge is what were you guys doing? Latin rap?
Yeah, we're doing just straight Spanish hip hop. You know, like banda, banda rap. Yeah.
So you guys were ahead of the curve, though. What year was this when you guys?
This was like 2004.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good experience, man.
Yeah, man. You know, we flew out to Austin, Texas. I was out there for like a month filming. You know, and it was awesome, man. I had never done anything like that. You know, and they gave me the VIP treatment all the way through, man.
Yeah, I love it.
I was looking at like your history and stuff. You also did some voiceover work for like GTA.
Yeah, for GTA and also King of the Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, King of the Hill.
What kind of voice did you do for King of the Hill?
I played Danny. You know, Danny Trejo's a regular on that show.
Yeah.
He plays Enrique.
Okay.
One of Hank Hill's employees. So I played his brother-in-law in a couple episodes.
Can we get a little bit of that voice today?
Well, it's just basically my voice.
That's it. So you don't do another voice?
I didn't have to do nothing now because we were sitting at lunch one time when we were filming Idiocracy, and Mike was like, "Man, you know what? He goes, I really like your voice, bro. He goes, I would like to throw you on an episode of King of the Hill. You with it? And I go, yeah, I'm with it.
That's huge, bro.
I got a question for you. Are you married? Are you single? What's the deal? You got a girlfriend? What's happening?
Single right now, man.
Single right now?
Yeah, I'm renting myself for Valentine's Day.
You're renting yourself? I seen that little post of people renting themselves for Valentine's Day. So one of our Twitch mob people that are watching right now, we have a friend of ours named Zell. He just got a pet name by our co-host. He went from Zell to Edsy. Have you ever had a pet name from a female?
Ooh.
Like a little, you know.
No, I don't think I have.
They've never called you anything else other than your name?
Well, other than Babe.
That's just
but
Babe?
I don't know if they're talking about the little piggy or
like Tiger or Bear or
well, maybe Bear
or Cookie or
you want
something.
that bear
hug. I'm just wondering.
We got a question from the Twitch mob. Ask him if he still listens to hip hop, and if so, who do you like?
I still listen to a lot of the old school stuff, you know, obviously because, you know, there's a lot of good stuff out there that's new, but there's, you know, I can't really get into a lot of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the cats I be bumping a lot is like J. Cole. You know?
J. Cole's dope.
Yeah.
He's definitely.
What about other people, other youthful cats that you might be around, like a nephew or anything like that is listening to new music? What do you think about what they're listening to? Have you ever been confronted by them? Like, hey, check this out, this Blueface guy.
Yeah, like, you know, like my son, you know, he'll hit me like, hey, have you heard this cat or have you heard, you know, so stuff like that. He's always been like on top of game.
That's what's up. So he keeps you up on top of what's happening right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dope. I like that, man. So you did put a new video out, right? A rap video.
Well, we did it. I want to say about a year ago, maybe. Because what happens is that song that we did, it was featured on Lopez, because on the TV show that I do, also the latest project was working with George Lopez. And we did a bunch of songs, me and my boy Vic Damone, and they brought, you know, for scoring and doing like hip hop beats for the show. And one of the songs was called Toda la Noche, and it was featured on there. And we said, you know what? Why don't we turn it into a video? Our manager goes, just turn it into a whole video and put it out. And since Lunel, the comedian, was featured on season 2, she goes, hey, I'm down to be in the video. So we threw her in the video.
We just seen Lunel the other day.
Lunel, yeah.
She was at the Empire
hilarious,
party.
Man.
Yeah, she was great. She got mad at me because she got mad at me. Like, I was talking to her about coming through the show, right? And she's like, she said something. She's like, you ain't even gonna buy me a drink. And I started laughing. I was like, hell, I ain't got no bitch ass radio show. Won't even buy me a drink, you cheap bastard. I was like, damn, hold up, what you want, girl? What you want? And I went to get her a drink.
Yeah, man, she's hilarious, man. No filters,
great.
man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, tell us about your podcast and what's it called? Where can people find it? And what's the content? What are you guys doing?
Basically, it's just it's called Big Citric's podcast, and it's just hanging out like we're doing it now, just chopping it up and just catching up with old friends in the industry.
What are some of the subjects you guys touch on your podcast?
On pretty much everything and anything, you know, like whatever the artist wants to talk about. And some of the artists are like, cool, man, I don't really care, man, just talk about whatever, man.
Wow.
So we get into it. You know, some artists obviously don't want to talk, you know, certain things,
too deep,
but yeah, for the most part, it's just about hanging out and catching up with everybody and see how everybody's doing and anything they got to promote and stuff like that.
What is your?
So now it's on. It went up on Spotify recently.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it just went up on Spotify. It's on SoundCloud. We were gonna kind of do video like for YouTube. We have one episode that we did with Noel G, the first episode.
Yeah.
The actor Noel G. So it's up on YouTube, but like SoundCloud has kind of like been taking off, and then they just got up on Spotify, and then now we're just waiting for the approval on iTunes.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank
That's
you,
big
man.
stuff.
Yeah.
What's your dream role? Who would you love to work with?
Man.
Like, what is your dream role? Like, give me like 2 other actors that you'd love to work with in a movie.
Man, probably I would have to say maybe John Travolta.
Okay.
Maybe Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt?
Yeah, you know those guys are talented, man. Legends, man. You know what I'm saying?
What about any past movies or things that you would like to play? Like you just said, John Travolta. Would you consider a Staying Alive Part 3, a Mexican version,
or a Grease Part 3?
Yeah, man. You know, just throw me
You're
up.
gonna get in there
throw some hair or something. Or throw a wig on me.
You gonna get into sing and dance, bro?
Yeah, man. Got to put those skills to use.
I like that. I want to play the song, Eric.
Go ahead.
Well, I need the chord, or you can play it from over
Why
there.
don't we play one and come back?
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Let's do that.
Because this video is kind of fly ring. I want to talk about that video some more. It's the Baka Boyz here. We just played this. Let me play this one right instead.
There we go.
Meek Mill, Drake, Baka Bill, YZ,
Yeah.
Big Citric in the house, and he don't stop. That's That's a banger right there. That's Meek Mill going bad along with Drake. He's all over everything, man. If you get a chance to work with Drake, you know he's rapping in Spanish now, so you can check him on his Spanish, bro.
Yeah.
Would you would you do a Spanglish joint with him?
Yeah, man. You know, I think the kid's talented, man.
Yeah, he's doing his damn thing right now. Who else? Did you see anybody else on the rise out there in the Latin scene that is making some noise that we should be paying attention to?
Oh, man. You know what? Honestly, I mean, I haven't really been keeping up as far as the Latin scene and all that. You know, I just been like, whatever my son tells me, hey, man, check this out. I just been really busy with, you know, with a bunch of other projects and trying to get a lot of stuff going. But, man, it's there's so many cats out there, too, man, that it's just... You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want to say it's saturated, but yeah, it is.
It is saturated.
You have a website that has all your information up there that you can listen to your podcast. Everything's up there, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know we had a website for that.
What's the name of the website, bro?
BigCitricsWorld.com.
Big Citric's World.
Yeah. So always remember citric as in citric acid.
How did you get that name, bro?
Bro,
how did you get that name, Big Citric?
Because, you know, back in the days, remember the house parties and everybody hanging out?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd be at all the house parties everywhere, you know, and I always run into the same people, and they were like, you know, like, damn, bro, you're like every one of my homies goes, you're like every time I turn around, you're there, bro. And so he started, you're like citric acid. I'm like, what the hell is citric acid? And he goes, look it up, man. It's like in everything, shampoo, soda, like,
right.
He goes like everything, man. And so I started like really paying attention to that. I was like, wow.
I am everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, yeah, you're right, bro.
All right, tell us about the Lopez experience, doing the Lopez show.
Man,
what kind of show was it? Is it a TV show? Is it a sitcom?
It was, man, I guess it was like scripted reality, so to speak. You know,
kind of like Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
Kind of, yeah, you know, pretty much. But a little bit more, I think a little bit more scripted because it was like parallel to George's life, but it really wasn't, you know, like everybody around him was actors, you know?
Right.
He was the only one playing himself.
All right, cool. So it was on YouTube? Was it on
It was on
network?
It was on TV Land for 2 seasons.
Okay, cool. How was that experience for you?
It was dope, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I had never, you know, I had done a few movies, but I had never done television like that, you know? Like, I've done
a lot of time, right?
Yeah, you know? So it's like, because it takes like about a week just to film one episode.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah, you're doing the rewrites, you're doing, you know, your placements, your blocking, all that stuff.
You know, rehearsing, you know. Like,
we did a sitcom back in the mid 90s, and I learned a whole new respect for art, for actors and actresses once we did that, because we did not know how much work it took.
I was tripping out too. I was like, damn.
You got to remember your lines. You got to remember.
You know, and then sometimes they would change stuff up, so it's like, you know, like they would give us the lines before, like the night before,
right?
And you know, so tomorrow morning we're doing these scenes, all right, cool. And then sometimes stuff would get changed around.
Yeah, no, that's sometimes,
like,
all the time.
Like, oh man, you know. But the cool thing was that the writers, you know, John Osler and Dave Krinsky, they were like the 2 main writers and executive producers. They would let us kind of pretty much be ourselves and say, and like just bring the character to life. And he goes, just kind of stick to that guideline, but be you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And then George, you know, George Lopez always improvising, so he would do a lot of change-ups, you know, and he would catch me off guard a lot in the beginning, you know, like, okay, we're gonna do this, I'm gonna say this, and then you're gonna say this, and I'm standing there looking at him like,
I forgot what you're gonna say.
Blank look, yeah. But at the last minute, you know, like I just follow his lead, you know, and just kind of everything would just work out. You know?
Definitely.
I got 2 right here. Let me see here. Number 1, I want to ask you about the wall situation, being Mexican and being American here on this side, and also having family on the other side. What is your take on this whole situation? I
mean, you know, building the wall ain't gonna solve anything, you know.
No, it ain't.
You know what I'm saying? People are gonna get.
People will find a way.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like George says, don't you know that we know how to fly airplanes? You know.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the end of the day, you know, it's like it's not gonna solve anything, man. I think it's just a waste of money and a waste of time, you know. And I think more than anything, Trump just did it for attention and try to get into office.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And he did. He won. He got into office.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, nothing's gonna happen with that. You know, I don't even think it's ever gonna get built.
Okay. Also, want to ask you in regards to being Latino and being in Hollywood, quote unquote Hollywood. You know, it's not easy to break in and do some of the things that you've already done in the past.
Yeah, man.
So if you had any kind of inspiration or any kind of inspiring words to young Latinos out there that are trying to get their foot in the door, what would you suggest?
Man, I mean, you know, one thing I always tell people that are trying to get in, or even, you know, not even just in the industry, just anything they're trying to do, man, like don't stop, you know, like just keep going and you know, if you have dreams, you know, you gotta chase them, you know, and try to make them a reality, you know, and things do come reality, you know. I'm an example of that, you know. Like I've you know, like the George Lopez thing when I got that, you know, I was sitting there one day just kind of depressed, just looking at TV, and I happened to be looking at the original George Lopez show, and I was looking like, man, how cool would it be to be working with this dude right here, you know?
Damn.
And then 6 months later, I had to get it, you know. So it's like, but you know what I'm saying. But I just stood on my grind though, you know. And but it's one of those things where you just gotta kind of call it, you know, just call it out to the universe, man.
What are the
say,
basics that you need? You know, like a bio, EPK, some kind of video on you, a picture, a headshot. What are some of the basics that everybody just has to have right now if you want to get into the scene?
Yeah, at least try to get some good, you know, some good pictures and stuff. You know, like I don't know how mine's worked, but yeah, you know, but yeah, you try to get some good pictures. You know, a little bio. You know, a lot of people, you know, they want to get into acting but don't know how to do it. So I suggest, you know, try maybe like if you're in LA, sign up with Central Casting, you know, and Burbank, and that's start doing at least background work.
Yeah,
and you kind of get in there, and you know, and a lot of it it's networking too.
Yeah,
you know, it's who you know.
Right.
You go in there and you start working, you start networking. Be humble all the time, man. Be respectful to everybody. Doesn't matter who it is. You know, the janitor or the CEO. Just always be cool because you never know, you know, who they are. They might just be able to just, you know, like, hey, man, you know what? I like you, man. You come here.
Right.
And they put you on, man.
Yeah, definitely. I know, you know, Danny Trejo and other people got on like that too.
Yeah.
You know, being extras or just jumping in and somebody seen something in them and like, oh, they give them that opportunity.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You go in there and you just do your thing and then just be you and just be cool.
Yeah, and also, you know, we have a look just because we're Mexican, straight up and down. We have the color, we have the culture.
Well, now they're trying to be authentic with it. You know?
Yeah.
before they would get white actors to play Latinos, you know?
For many years, absolutely.
Definitely. 20 after the hour, it's the Baka Boyz. We have Anthony, Big, Citric, Citric couples. Hey, you hear that music, bro? You hear that music?
Oh, man, I'm getting ready to fall asleep.
All right, so this is what this is. This is Mouth Love. You heard of Mouth Love before?
No.
Okay, so Mouth Love is positive affirmations for you. It's a positive cult. Nick V is our leader here.
Nice.
So he writes these affirmations, so we want you to be a part of it. You down to be doing?
Yeah.
All right, so I like that, man. Let's get into it. Nick V is our instructor. Let's get into Mouth Love right now.
All right, here we go. I'm going to adjust my microphone. Excuse me. And I want you everybody to take a deep breath in, please.
Deep breath.
Blow it out, blow it out. Have you ever meditated before?
Only when I'm high.
Can we do? We should do Chicano yoga. That'd be high. All right, so breathe in one more time. Take that prana in. Push it out. All right, I'm going to give you guys something to live with today, and you can take it with you throughout your day. This is positive affirmations for your heart, for your soul, for your spirit, for the people that you run in today, whether it's the guy at the crosswalk, whether it's somebody that is serving you today. I want you to take these words of inspiration and share it with the world if you can, okay? Oh, and this is perfect for you. Say after me, I belong.
I belong.
I belong.
I am strong.
I am strong.
I can't go wrong.
I can't go wrong.
I hit the bong.
I hit the bong.
You are
Twice.
Twice.
You are now in Mouth Love.
There it
Thank
is.
you very much.
I am now in Mouth Love. That's right.
Radio how it's supposed to be heard. It's the Baka Boyz Show.
What's going on? This is Drip.
Every day.